ICAC and TIPNG made this call during the recent Banking Sector Forum on anti-money laundering, countering the financing of terrorism compliance and grey listing in PNG. Through this forum, key stakeholders from the banking industry, government, and law enforcement agencies were brought together to address financial crime risk and create recommendations on how to deal with these issues. ICAC Deputy Commissioner Operations Daniel Balch said Papua New Guinea is categorized under the grey listing area, which means PNG is under increased monitoring due to deficiency in its anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism regimes. Despite actively working with Financial Action Task Force to address these issues, a systematic approach is needed to combat this issue. Balch said what it means in practice is that correspondent banks may withdraw, driving up the cost of trade and cross-border payments. Foreign investors may retreat, spooled by reputation and regulatory risk. Multilateral funders may hesitate, attaching stricter conditions to much-needed development support, and most devastatedly, the people of PNG bear the brunt.
Aware of the impacts of corruption and that corruption is a predicate offence of money laundering. The financial benefit from corruption that people can take in Papua New Guinea is significant. The damage and harm it causes to the people when public money is stolen is also significant. When that money is then hidden in amongst domestically, but also in particular moved overseas, that is extremely damaging to our country.
He said money laundering is not just about complex banking transactions, it's about the process of hiding and legitimizing the process of corruption. Therefore, when the government, private sector, and financial institutions report this crime, entities such as ICAC and TIPNG, with the assistance of the police, can help to mitigate these issues.
What we have is a lot of work that we have to do to address the challenges of money laundering, and ICAC is definitely committed to trying to lead the way in the operational space when it comes to investigating the predicate offence of corruption. A big partner in that is the banking sector. So the banking sector is the holder of a lot of financial information, and it's through the banking sector that the corrupt transact and will move money.
PNG CEO Ariane Kazman said PNG is a law-abiding country but lacks implementation of its laws because the government, private sector, and financial institutions are not doing enough to fight corruption in the country.
Not making enough progress in the fight against corruption. So we have laws, yes, we have policies, yes, we have all of that in place, but what we're lacking is proper enforcement and proper implementation of this. And this is something that we want to push both in government but also in the financial sector to make sure that we are taking action, we are taking up the recommendations that are being put forward, and we're doing something to address corruption here.
TVWAN News.